The last 4 weeks, for me, the last 4 weeks has been very, very impressive. I'm still good for that for free. For me, and I feel so excited looking at the contributions, that this our facilitators have been able to contribute to this effort and see the feedback from our participants. And in fact, one of the reasons why we had to upgrade to Zoom, in fact, as I'm speaking with you now, we had to make a payment of $17 this morning to activate the Zoom account, because some participants also give us the feedback. Zoom is quite interesting compared to Google Meets. For Zoom, a lot of things we can implement using Zoom. Google Meet is good, but sometimes for some people, it can be quite a challenge. So we had no choice than to, but we made the decision just this morning to use Zoom. So I'm going to yield the floor to Adewale Abdulgafar Adepoju. So let me make him a co-host. Okay. Okay. Just 1 second. So he's going to share his screen. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. So you can share your screen. Let's go ahead and share your screen. Adewale Adepoju.
Yes.
Power BI. Power BI. BI.
Okay. Adepoju, you've got the floor.
Oh, hello, Power BI.
Hello.
Morning. Obviously, better visualization.
Hello, Adesina, can you please? Adesina.
Oh, sorry, I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, Adepoju, you've got the floor. Thanks a lot. Hello, Adewale. We can't hear you. We hear you. Can we hear Adewale? Can anybody confirm they can hear Adewale?
No,
sir.
No.
Maybe he needs to unmute himself.
No, he has actually unmuted himself. He's actually unmuted.
You should check his mic then.
You can log in and log out again. Adewale, so I can confirm that. Just log out from the Zoom session and log in again. And also ensure that your mic, okay. No, as a log out from the Zoom completely, log out from Zoom completely. Or in some instances, maybe you have another device, another software is using your mic. If another software is using your mic also.
Useful to be part of, this wonderful training, and it's very awesome to be part, because I have most of my boss here, in whom I maybe in many ways I've learned under them, and I'm still learning. Yes, exactly, as boss rightly said. So please let me put let me quickly, because I think because of, is it Power Holding Company of Nigeria, they call themselves. So I just pray they restore this light, because they just took off the lights now, and I'm on I think 30-something% or 20. I pray they restore the light before. So I want to quickly share my screen. So I want to welcome us all, as boss as rightly said. So please, if you can see my screen, please just let me know, please.
I can
Hello?
see your screen. Yes.
All right. So thank you very much. I think we can all see my screen, right? Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can see.
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh,
We can
all right.
see us. We can see.
All right. So
Sorry,
thank you very much. So I think by boss as rightly introduced me. So let me just a bit by name I'm Adewale Abdulgafar Adepoju. I'm a data analyst. We're still learning, but still, as boss rightly said, I'm a graduate of University of Ibadan. I did my BSc and MSc in UI, Agric Engineering, and today, by virtue of okay, maybe my boss directed me to at least maybe come forward to speak first. So I appreciate that honor and that privilege. So today we'll be driving ourselves through Power BI. And I think this is just a matter of introducing ourselves to what Power BI is. So I don't know if maybe at least we are many here, and I think maybe I cannot, as I'm presenting, I don't think I want to see if I can see the what's it called, the Zoom stuff. So, but now we want to introduce ourselves to what Power BI is, and I'm very sure, if not mistaken, that some of us here might have seen it, might have maybe use it in some way, or even they might be pro here. So yeah, we're just cool. We're cool together. So, but by virtue of those maybe hearing it for the first time, or maybe you have not used it, you have not used what Power BI is. So we just try and walk ourselves through it. So this is just by be getting ourselves familiar with some doings in what's it called, in analytics. So I want to go by this quote by John Myler. He said, "It is not about big data, it is about translating big data into clear insight." And exactly that is one of the main reasons why Microsoft why they build this Power BI tools, because it's a tools that was developed by Microsoft, and I'm sure we some of us are familiar with this. So the agenda we walk ourselves through today is what one want to walk ourselves through the introduction, want to walk ourselves through the part of Power BI. Also want to walk ourselves to flow of works. When we say flow of work, we'll get to know what this means. We also want to walk us through building blocks of Power BI, and also we'll take ourselves directly to Power BI interface to see some of the things we were talking about, or maybe some other new things that we also see. So, like I said, I don't know, please, if you are hearing me. So I don't know, maybe somebody should just maybe be unmuting himself and just be following. But I think I want to make this this class a bit very interactive. But I think the traffic and all those stuff, like the network traffic and all those stuff. So if a lot of people are unmuting themselves, it might be distracting. So at least in one point of time when I ask some question, maybe one or two people can just unmute themselves and maybe respond to my question. So, like I said, yeah, I've worked through a lot of what's it called bosses here, and I think yes, when we say Power BI, this is just a little introduction to it. Like, there's a way Power BI is being broken down into, call them a collection of software services, call it app and connectors that work together to form coherent, visually immersive, and interactive. Yeah, this is
So sorry, I can't hear you again. No.
Oh, I think we've lost Mr. Dekoju. We can't hear him again. Let me get across to Mr. Lariwaju and let him know. So you could see from his end what the challenges are. Oh, Mr. Dekoju, can you hear us? I don't think so. Let me get across to
I
Mr.
doubt
Lariwaju.
it.
Let me get across to Mr. Lariwaju. Please hold on.
Okay. Thanks, Asha. So Pierre is still continuing the class.
hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please, can you hear me now?
Okay, fine. We can hear you now. Mr.
Oh,
Dekoju,
all
we
right.
can hear you. Yeah.
All right,
Welcome.
thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. So please, like, I think you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, you're still
Can you see
audible.
can you see my screen too?
Yes, we can see your screen.
All right,
Is
all
there
right. Thank you
anybody
very
who
much.
can see the screen? You can see the screen.
Yeah, we
You
can
can
see your
see my-
screen and we can hear
All
you
right,
too.
thank you. So, like I was saying, I said is what is a collection of software services, app, and connectors. So what does this mean? If you say something is a connection of all these three, like
àwọn ni wọ́n ṣe design rẹ̀ ní òjé kó wọn pick ẹ̀ náà.
hello.
Can we all mute ourselves, please? Let's just listen to the facilitator, please. Let's mute ourselves.
I will suggest
Mr. Tolulope,
please mute everybody. If it's possible to mute everybody, that would be better.
Okay, Mr. Tolulope and Yosha has muted.
All right. So yeah, please, maybe network stuff, please. Let's just at least in no time, let's just at least walk ourselves through it and be cool with it. So, like I said software services app connector. So, what do we mean by this? One is if you say something is a connector, if you look at this, this diagram I have down here, you can see I have something by the right hand side. I have Power BI at the middle. Then I have what we call a report. A report is what collection of different things, different charts, different ties. So we have Power BI in the middle. So we are saying is a what? Collection of software services. What are these software services? That is where the Power BI comes in. And when we go further, we'll get to see it. Then we have the app, our app connector. Connector are those particular places where we have our data sets, and we now from there connect into our Power BI. There's a way we connect into Power BI. Then from connecting to Power BI, we'll do a lot of data cleaning, a lot of data transformation, a lot of data pre-processing.
Then when we're done with that, we're sure that yes, our data is clean, our data is ready for analysis, our data is ready for visualization. We can now go ahead to visualize our data, creating different visuals by tables, by graphs, by different charts. Then we can now come up with what we call reports. So that is the meaning of what we are saying, that okay, it's collection of software. The software, that is the Power BI software, then the app, Power BI itself, and different connectors. If I'm not mistaken, I think presently now maybe it's something like more than 200 connectors. And this is what we mean by connector. It could be the cloud, the database in the cloud. You can connect it to your Power BI. It could be Access. It could be Excel. Different one. It could be from SQL. Different. So we'll get to see all this. So now, from that, let's move straight to the part of Power BI. And that is where we have the three main important ones. The three main important part of Power BI. We have different. We still have some premium part. When we talk of the three main parts, we have the Power BI desktop, the Power BI service, and the Power BI mobile. So these are all what? These are part of what we can get to achieve, we can get to use from Power BI. One is the Power BI desktop, and that is the one we would have on our laptop, on our PC. I don't know if you are getting me. I want to be sure if you are getting me.
Yeah, yes.
Yes,
All
sir.
right,
Getting you.
All right, so thank you very much. So, like I said, our Power BI desktop, and that is what we have on our PC. To be domiciled on our PC, we can install it from Microsoft Store, or maybe we'll get the setup and install it on our laptop. That one, it doesn't need the network for it to function. You just have to install it through Microsoft Store, or you install it directly from maybe you get the setup from somebody and you just install it. There are different fashion. But when we get to Power BI interface, I will try and show us how we can know the fashion of Power BI we are using. Then we have the second one to be Power BI service, and that is where we'll be needing network. We need network to connect to Power BI service. And before we can connect to Power BI service, that means we are on Power BI desktop. Then maybe to some extent, maybe we have created some reports that we now want to share. So if you want to share, that means we'll go ahead to go and click the launch button. I'll show us. So I just want to be noting those things that I said I will show us, so that when we go to the interface, in no time now, we'll go to the interface and we'll see a lot of all these things. So now the Power BI service is, before we get there, we must have what we call Microsoft account. And I think to get the Microsoft account, you must subscribe to Microsoft. And there's also another way people are doing it, but that way, I think it's guys that are doing it, like people in the space. So you can go through a route of maybe getting Microsoft account without subscribing. So that are different. We go on YouTube, we put it on YouTube. You just have to. There's this thing that, okay, it's not about the tools, it's not about the technical skills, but the soft skills is also needed. You must know how to navigate your way in solving a problem at hand, whether with tools or whether with your initiative or whether with your critical thinking or your analytical thinking. So those things we'll get to familiar with them. A lot of my bosses here. So now the third thing is what the Power BI mobile, and that is the one that would domicile on our phone. So in all these things, we're just introducing ourselves to you, and we'll get to see how these things are being used. And that is why you see this picture I have here. You see the first one where my cursor is of Power BI desktop, and that is where you will be what? That is where we'll be creating our reports. We call it reports in Power BI. You create your report. It could be a 1-page report. It could be 2 pages. It could be 3 pages. It could be any pages, any number of pages you want to create. Then we'll create it on our Power BI desktop. So now you now want to share this report. You have to go and create the launch button on your Power BI to share it. Whether you want to share with your with your teammates, whether you want to share with your teammates, or maybe you want to share
please mute
your team lead. So then that's the second one. We have Power BI service. Then the third one is the Power BI service. Whether part of your team that are collaborating to solve a particular project. Hello. So maybe part of your team that are collaborating to solve a particular project, the person doesn't have Power BI on his laptop, or maybe he's not connected to Power BI service stand, but he has the Power BI on his mobile phone. So that person can also view what you have created on your Power BI service on his phone. So that's exactly what we are saying, that yes, you can create your reports on your Power BI desktop, then you move towards, you launch it into Power BI service for collaboration, and you can also share the link with somebody, and that person can view what you have created on his mobile phone. So please, I don't know, please, are you tracking with me? Are you with me, please? If you are with me, please, let me hear one or two voices, please.
We are with you,
Yeah,
sir.
we are with you. We are with you.
All
We
right,
are
thank
with
you.
you.
Thank you very much. So the next thing I want to move to is, yes, I've explained what Power BI service is. I've explained what Power BI desktop is. I've explained what Power BI mobile is. We still have some other things. We have Power BI medium, Power BI premium. We have a lot. But those three are the ones that are very important on, and those are the one we'll be familiar with. Now, in the part of Power BI, like I want to liken this to you solving a problem, or you maybe in a project, you want to solve a project and you're in a team. So like what I've explained, in a project, you want to solve a project, yes, fine, as an analyst, or maybe as a project, maybe somebody in a team trying to solve in the project. We have different people in that team. You might have your team lead, you might have, let's say for instance, in a company, production company, right? I want to solve an analytical problem, yes. Maybe in a team, there could be your sales, there could be sales leads there, there could be production leads there, there could also be maybe somebody representing the management. Then when you now come to, okay, maybe the technical parts, which are maybe the analyst, the data engineer, and all those. So when all these people are here, you see the first one, they say a business report rating co-workers might make extensive use of Power BI desktop, right? So the Power BI desktop is where the person will get the data set through the connector. He will connect the data set into his Power BI. He or she will do that. Now, after connecting, we do a lot of data pre-processing, a lot of data cleaning, data transformation, with DAGs and all of that, before you can now visualize the insight to create reports. Now, when these reports are now created on the Power BI desktop, right? So the person can now publish it to the Power BI service for what? For other member of his team that has Power BI knowledge. Other member of the team that have Power BI knowledge they can now go to the Power BI service to collaborate. And the very important thing, I want us to be noting important things that I say here. The Power BI desktop is where we create our reports there. In the context of Power BI, you can't create a dashboard on your Power BI desktop. No, it's wrong to say that. We create reports. But Power BI service, you can come to Power BI service when it's launched. You have different reports. People are collaborating. They are collaborating together to put finishing touches into the report. So you can now go ahead now at the Power BI service to now pin some important visuals, important KPIs, important information. You can now take it from each report page, now pin it on a single page, which will now be your dashboard. So better to say that in the context of Power BI, you can create your dashboard in your Power BI service, on your Power BI service. I don't know if you get that point. So you're creating your dashboard on the Power BI service, you are building it. But before you can do that, you must have created reports on Power BI desktop. You can now come to Power BI service and can now be pinning some important features, important ties. You can now be pinning it on the Power BI service, on the dashboard. So to create your dashboard. So then the next thing, which is the third thing, is what? Another co-worker that is part of the team, or another co-team member, let me use that word. Now, he doesn't have the knowledge of what Power BI, or he's not even concerned about what you have created on the Power BI. He doesn't need it. But what he needs it for is to give insight to business processes. I don't know if you're getting that point. So to give insight, or to achieve something from the report you have created, you can now share the link with that particular person. That person can now view what you have created on his mobile phone. It could be a tab, it could be Android, it could be all this. So far, it supports the Power BI mobile. So better to say that yes, you can do some manipulation, you can do some changes at Power BI service. But when it comes to Power BI mobile, there's nothing you can do other than viewing, other than checking through the reports that have been created, maybe just for him to get an insight, just for him to get a view of what has been created, maybe just for the person to get information from, let's say, the insight, the key, the recommendation that has been made and all that. So now let me go to the next slide, please. The next slide is what I've been saying. That's the flow of work. How is it done? How is work carried out on the Power BI? Like I've been saying, the first thing now is what you connect your data. You connect your data through different sources. Could be through any connectors. And I think I also have an image under this text. You can see different connectors here. It can be on premises, which are the one on your laptop. On premises. It can be on the cloud. The one that are saved on the cloud. It can be OneDrive. It can be Office 365 on the cloud. It can be Microsoft Azure on the cloud, Microsoft Dynamics on the cloud, SQL base and database on the cloud. Or maybe the one that are domiciled on your laptop, like SQL Server is on your laptop, Access is on your laptop, Excel is on your laptop, all those stuff. A PDF data is on your laptop. You can get it into Power BI. Then you can now go ahead after creating your report to now publish it into Power BI service. Then from the Power BI service, you can get a link to be sent to somebody that has it on his phone, and that person can also view what you have created on his phone. So I think, please, are we clear with what I'm saying, please? Are we getting something?
Yes, we're clear.
Madam Ozioma Larry, please mute.
So now the next thing I want us to talk about, maybe right before we go to the interface now, is the building block. We call something building blocks of Power BI. See, building block of Power BI, we have like 5 of them. We have now, I want to ask a question, and I want somebody to please maybe unmute yourself and just tell us. Yeah, I want to create reports on Power BI, right? What is that very important thing that I need? Like, for instance, you want to build a house, right? If you don't have that land for you to build the house, can you build? Okay, let's say, for instance, you can also build on water, but that particular template you need to create a report. I want somebody to just tell us from this that is on the slide, and that particular person to just tell us what is that very important thing, that most important thing that we need before we can kick it rolling, before we can say, okay, let me go to Power BI to create a report. What's that first thing? What's that thing that we need?
Data set.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much. So I think we are familiar with it from Excel. We'll have done something, maybe something like visualization in Excel, and it's just the same. It's the same what's called Microsoft owns the two products. So, but in as much to make visualization very easy, to make visualization more advanced, for you to explore visualization the more, that is why Power BI was developed, and that is one of the important reasons for creating Power BI. Power BI is mainly for visualization. So before we can visualize, but we still have to do some processes in data in data analytics. So now we have 5 of them. See the ties, the reports, the visualization, the data set, and the dashboard. And I think by now we are familiar with all this. We're familiar with it. We just have to at least just maybe talk a little bit more about it. Yeah, we're familiar with data sets. That's the data that is everywhere. We are data ourselves. This meeting we are in, we can get a lot of data there. If you want to be, maybe want to be taking it from here now, we can say, okay, I want to get a data set of, let's say, the total number of people or the total number of participants in this call now. That's the data. That's data for us. We can get, okay, number of, what's it called? Time at which each person log into this particular meeting. That's data. So we have data set everywhere. But the meaningful part is what we want to use that particular data for, what we want to achieve from that particular data set. That's the meaningful part. So one now is what the data set, and we're familiar with that. That is where we have our data, we have our raw facts that we need. Now, another thing is what the ties. In the context of Power BI, it's also the same thing as we say in charts as in Excel. Yeah, so in Excel, we are familiar with charts. We're familiar with pie charts. We're familiar with bar chart, column charts, donut chart, all those stuff. We're familiar with them, graph, table, and all those stuff. So that's exactly what ties means. Maybe I should, but this thing is not, I think I put them all together. So let me, so I don't know, can you see my cursor, please? Hello?
Yes, we can. You can
Yes,
see
I
the
can.
cursor.
Yeah,
Hello,
the
we
cursor.
can
So,
hear you.
yes,
we
so
can hear you.
just try and see where my cursor is. You can see where we have, what's it called, 2004, 2005, like that. And we have 1, 4, we have May, June, we have days, we have those. That's what a sample of what we call data sets, right? And we're familiar with it. Now, the second thing, if you watch this particular, is this, what's it called? What color is this? Is it purple or what? So this particular color with arrow that is facing it, you can see this square box. Everything inside the square box is what we call ties. And that is the same thing as chart in Excel. When we say chart, you say this one is a bubble chart. I don't know if you get my point. So that's what we mean by ties, right? Now the second thing is what the report, and that is what we'll be creating on what. So I want somebody to unmute himself or herself to tell me, where do we create a report? Where do we create a report in Power BI?
Power BI Power BI desktop.
Exactly. We create reports in our desktop. They will create it. It could be a page report. It depends on the pages you want. So you create a report on the Power BI desktop. So now, what we mean by visualization is what? You put different ties together, right? Like this. You put different ties together, well arranged, well structured. That's what we mean by what visualization. You are creating visuals. And when you are creating visuals, you create visual with what? With your ties. What we can liken to what's chart in Excel. With your ties, different ties, you put it together, you're well arranged, and that is what visualization. And that together can be what? Your reports, right? So, and the last thing is what? The desktop, the dashboard. So I want somebody again to please unmute yourself. Where do we create our dashboard? And how do we create it? Hello?
We create our dashboard on the Power BI service.
Exactly. So how do we create it, please?
That's, I mean, not.
All right.
I may not
So
do
somebody,
that.
another person, please. How do we create our dashboard on the Power BI
Or is
service?
it when it is launched? I don't.
Okay. Yes. One of it is you at least you got it to some extent. Yes, on our desktop, right? Power BI desktop, the one we have on our phone. Now, on our PC, on our laptop. So when you create your report, you can now launch it. You can click on the launch button to share your report to Power BI service. And when you now share it to Power BI service, you can see some little things. And it is there that there's this particular word I used. I said, we'll pin. You take maybe 2 or 3 charts from a particular page. You pin it into what? Into your dashboard. And dashboard is always a page. Dashboard will not be more than what? A page in the context of Power BI. You can get to Excel and say you have 3 dashboards. That's Excel. But in Power BI, dashboard means what? A page. And in that a page, you have a lot of information. Like, okay, maybe I should also try this. Let me liken it to what we have on our car dashboard. We have very important information that is shown on the car dashboard. But the information about the car is more than what is shown on the car dashboard. Do somebody agree with me with that point? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We agree with you on the point.
Yes.
Yeah.
On a
But
car
good-
dashboard,
good
we have
drive, yeah.
very important information on the car dashboard. On the car dashboard, you can know what the speedometer, you can know the speed at which you are moving, you can know the level of your fuel, right? But information about maybe how many liter in your tank, I don't think you can know that from the what's it called? From the level of fuel. You might be maybe you might be what imagining, okay, that let's say for instance, if my what's it called, fuel level is at this place, maybe it will be this, but you can't get the specific information of how many liter in your tank from your dashboard, except maybe some AI car now, I don't know. So, but what I'm driving at is on your dashboard, you have important information that are put together. And this information is what is is like a subset of your pages in your report. I don't know if you get that point, please. You have a report of many pages on your dashboard. You just have to pick maybe one or two from one page, pin it to your dashboard, go to another page, take one or two or three, pin it to your dashboard. And your dashboard is always what? A page. So I don't want us to get those points. So now, I think let's go directly to, because all this we'll see all this on the Power BI interface. So I don't know, please, do we how many of us have a Power BI installed, please?
I have it installed.
Okay. You have it
I
installed,
have
right?
it installed too, but I don't think everyone has it installed, sir.
I don't have
I
stuff.
have not installed it to.
I don't think everyone has it installed.
I don't
Yeah,
have it installed.
what we do is because like I am like this now, I'm on
I don't
I
have
think
it.
I'm on 20%, guy, and they've not installed the light. So I think what we'll do is I'll try and maybe how do I put it? Like maybe tell us how we can get it. How we can get it. Then I will launch mine now to maybe we'll talk a little about it. And
can you send a link of it on the chat room?
Link,
That
right?
we can just pick it up from there.
Okay,
Maybe, sir, if you have it in your drive, you can give us link in which we can navigate to that place and pick it out, install it.
But that maybe I'll do after the class, because I don't want or maybe when boss comes in, because I'm on 22% here. So shit. Just pray there's
Electricity supply is a problem.
Like seriously.
That is the work of National Grid.
Exactly. Yes. So now there's this easy way you can get it, but you must be connected, right? On your laptop, you can go to Microsoft Store, but that one is always, in fact, I think maybe it's a bit let me say the best. Why did I say so? I don't know. I stand to be corrected anyway, because if you download that from your Microsoft Store, whenever there is an update and you are connected, it updates automatically for you. So that's the reason. That's my own reason for saying it's maybe the best. But you can also try and just go to YouTube, then maybe put it on YouTube that, okay, how to install Power BI. You can get, I think, 5 minutes, 3 minutes videos. Then again, you can go to Microsoft page. Just type Power BI on your search engine. Put Power BI, then it take you to sorry, it will take you to Microsoft page. Then on the Microsoft page, you see a lot of product. You see Power BI. So when you click on the Power BI, then you see what's it called, the new version of Power BI. Then you can now start downloading them. When you download it, you install it on your laptop. So yes, so you can do that for people that don't have it. So it's because of what's it called, this laptop now, because how to maybe start it here. But what I mean by this store is where is it? This part. Can you see my screen, please?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
So this particular bag image, you can click it. If I click it now, but I must be connected. I must be connected. So if I click it now, let me see when it load. Yes, when it load, I can come to this particular place and put Power BI. Right? When I put Power BI here, I think it's still loading. Yeah, I can put Power BI here. And when I put Power BI here, it will load. And I was hoping they will bring the lights, but okay. So you can see Power BI desktop. This is it, but maybe the network is. But when you load it, yes, exactly. Here, I think you can see my screen, right? Here that I put open is because I already have it installed on my laptop. That's why I put open here. But if you don't have it on your laptop and you go through the route of that Microsoft Store, you will see install here. You will just click on on that install, then it will keep loading till you finish. Then it will get installed into your laptop. Then you can now go to your laptop and maybe run it. So for people that have it, please, you can launch it. So when I launch it, when I open it, this is where it will bring me to, right? Because I already have some work done. These are some of the work I've done, right? But now I want to see what a blank report. But you can see also here, you can see I have open. Open is, you are familiar with all these. Those are something still like, what's it called, Microsoft Excel. We're familiar with open that, okay, let me see, I want to open some of the work I've done before, so I can open it here. Then I also have sign in. That is what's it called? Something I was saying about Microsoft account. So if I have my Microsoft account now, I can just sign in from here. So if I sign in from here, that means anytime I want to launch.
I'm not seeing your screen, sir.
You can't see my screen?
I'm not seeing. Yes, sir. It's stationed in one position.
We can see it too.
No, sorry about that, Madam Evelyn. I think it's your network.
Okay, please.
And all see it here.
All right.
See it's also moving.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you can see now, if I have my Microsoft account, I can sign in here, right? So when I sign in through my Microsoft account, then anytime I want to launch what's it called, into Power BI service, I don't need to put my Microsoft account again because I already signed in. So then this option and setting, that is where I can do some setting in Power BI. If you click on it, you come to this option. When I click on all this option, it will take me to there will be a pop-up now. So I think it's not coming in. So yes, this is the pop-up. This is what you do. But we'll do a lot of things here. You want to say something, I'll do that. So, but now I don't want to set anything. So now this is the environment. This is how it will look like, right? So now let me just quickly, let me say one or two before I think my what's it called? My phone, yeah, for somebody that have it on your laptop, please. Who has it on his laptop?
I do, sir.
You do. Who is that, please? What's the name?
Me. Deborah Okpayinka, that's the name.
Okay, Deborah, right? So the reason why I'm asking is, okay, maybe when my laptop, when my laptop went off, so I can log in through my phone, Yes, then I can go through my phone and you can maybe share your screen. Then while we still take question and we can also say one or two. I don't know if you get that point, please. So now we're familiar with it from Excel, in Excel, what's it called, background. You can see that all these are something that we're familiar with. Now, when I come to this upper part, what do we call this in Excel? Somebody, please. All these places that have files, have homes, have
menu bar?
He said what?
Menu bar.
Is it menu bar? Menu bar.
Oh, something like that. No. Exactly. That's down to yes. We have tab, all right. We have ribbon, and we have some command button, right? Hello.
Hello, sir. We are
with you, sir.
Yeah, so I have the file tab, I have home tab, I have insert, modeling, view, optimize, all these we use it a lot. So when I come here, if I go to files, that is where we can see all those things that I first explained, where you can see your home, your open, your save as, your share, your get started, your export, and all those. All these things we are familiar with some of it from Excel background. You have your sign in. You click here, you can sign in. Then if you also go back to the interface, I can come to this sign in here and I'll sign in. If I click on it, it will bring an interface where, yes, this is a pop-up where I need to put my email. And if you're also a student, you can also use your student mail here. It will accept it. Your student mail, your school mail, it will accept it. Like for people that are in UI, if you have that your UI account that is at student@stu.ui.edu.ng, if you put it here, it will accept it because it's like more like a work mail. It will accept it because UI is paying for it, so it will accept it. So that is that about that. Then when I come to this my home tab, you see a lot of command buttons, a lot of I have get data, I have Excel workbook, I have online link, I have SQL, I have enter data and all this. So maybe I will try and explain some of all this, but before I just do, let me open all. This is insert, right? This is modeling, right? This is view tab, and this is optimize, and this is help, right? So now there's also one thing I want us to be familiar with. In Power BI, when I come to this help, I think when I was explaining something earlier, I said I'll show us how to know the Power BI fashion we are using. Now let me say I want to know the fashion I'm using here now. I just come to this help button, right? I think I'm on low battery. So what's your name? Deborah, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so be ready, please. Is there an option for you to share? Can you share your screen?
I think you will have to stop sharing for her to be able to share.
Yeah, I'll stop here. I just want her to let me know. I already stopped, right?
Yes, you've stopped sharing.
Yes, so please
There's
just
the
try.
option for her to share. We all have option to share.
Okay. So let's share your screen and let's see. So from there, I'll take it. Hello, are you there?
Yes, we are there.
All right, Deborah, right?
Okay, is Mr. Aliu Gafar trying to share screen?
Okay,
Deborah.
she's trying to share now.
Okay.
Coming up.
Is this your phone? You share from your laptop?
Can I share mine from the? Can I share mine?
A bit. Let me
Let's hear from her
start the
first.
call
Let's hear.
so that I'll be able to share my screen.
think Mr. Oluwole Kolawole is sharing his screen already.
Yeah.
Okay. Will the facilitator like to take it up from here, or you want to wait for Deborah, sir?
Yeah, are you hearing me now?
Is it
Yeah, we can hear you.
stop sharing?
All right. So
No,
yes,
Mr. Oluwole, you're okay. Don't stop sharing. Let him walk us through using your screen.
all right. I can see a screen. Okay. Now on the home tab, you put your cursor. Just put your cursor on the home tab. Yes, that's the home tab, right? You have a lot of command button here, right? Now, let's say for instance, I want to get the data into my laptop. I want to.
Sir,
And I
sorry,
think
sir. Facilitator, sir. You are saying something about to know the version of Power BI we are using under help, sir.
okay, yeah,
That's
please
where
go there, please. Go there, please. Help. Under the tab. So now you click on the help. Now go to about. About. No, this left-hand side. About. Click on it. Yes. If you check it, you see this person is using, I think, where is it? User ID. This is 2024 October. This person, I think maybe this person got it from setup. If it's from the Microsoft, what's it called? Microsoft Store that I said, it should have updated itself when you are connected to, maybe because these were in November, right? And Microsoft will have maybe do some upgrade or maybe some added feature, but I'm not sure now. But I think means there's some updates that's happened. Maybe it should be maybe something like, but we are in November, so I think
mine is
October is
2023, sir. June
2020.
2023.
Exactly. Maybe you get it from setup. So this person, I think maybe
Yeah,
this
it's from
person
setup.
got
I
it.
got it.
Yes, that's the version you got. So you can also go ahead to you can. Yes.
Go ahead and have it. Okay, to answer that quickly, so that's why we have the names of the training venue on the check, right? So what you also do is perform a check when you get there.
So please close this, please.
And so when you get there, you can always just ask people around.
Hello. Yes.
Things
So
always
now I want to get a data set into what? Into Power BI. But before we go there, right? Let me let's go through this. Let me try and explain some of these things. Now, come to this left-hand side. You will see left-hand side. No, down. Where you have these 4 years. When you hover on it, what do you see? You see report view, right? Hello.
Report view.
Yes, that's yes. This is where we'll create. We'll see what we are creating. The report you want to create. You can see underneath we have different page. You have page 1. You have mass corps. You have page 2. You can also add some pages, right? Now this is report view. Go to the second one. No, don't click on it. Just okay. This person is already working on something, right? Now this is just over on it.
Okay,
this is table view.
That's table
right?
view. Okay.
Yes, table view is where it will show us our data sets that were already import, right, into Power BI. It will show us how the data set look like, the different tables of the data set, right? So now go to the third one, please.
Model view.
That's the model view, right? So if let's say for instance, yes.
So is table view the same thing as data view?
Yes, that's the data view. I think yes, it's still the same thing. Okay. The data view, that's where all the data set we are using, it will show us the tables, the column, each row, it will show us. And if you click on that, maybe the person should click on it. If you click on it, there's some information that it will also show. Yes, this is the model view. what I have done, some of my bosses will come and introduce us to tell us what data modeling is. And this person has already modeled this particular data set. You have 3 tables here. You have daily transaction, product table, and customer table. So 3 tables. We'll get to know all this when we get to data modeling. So now click on the fourth one. Now the fourth one is what we call task query view. And that is where, if we have some DAX expression written, yes, this is where that will be shown. It will be shown here. So that's all about the view that we have here. Now let's go to, go back to home. Go back to the report view. Click on the report view. Report view. Yeah, click on it. Now, when you come to this right-hand part, anything you have on this right-hand part, take your cursor to the right part.
Hello, sir, boss, sir. So I have a suggestion, sir.
Yes.
So, sir, I can see that maybe this person has started working on this. Can the person open new one?
The new one.
Unsaved, because your own, you started your own from where we can import data from. But this one has started working on something. So the interface is a little different from the one we are saying.
It's the same thing. Look, this is what I'm working on. This is page. This is another page. I'm not working here. Look at it.
I know, sir. But I think the facilitator will understand me very well, sir.
Okay, so
If
should
I
I
may
stop sharing?
suggest, really, maybe we should take somebody who has not worked at all on the Power BI page, so we will all be on the same page.
Hello,
Mr. Adepoju.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
yeah. Who's this person showing his screen, please?
This is Mr. Oluwole.
Okay, just go and open a blank page, please.
Okay.
Go to file, open a blank page. Yes, blank report. No, not under open. Go to home. Go back to home. Then click on blank report. Yes. Let it load. Okay, yeah, it's always very important for us to introduce ourselves to the interface. But I'm very sure some of my boss that will come, somebody will come tomorrow to come and tell us about data transformation. And those are the processes in data analytics. We have what data transformation, we have data modeling, you have DAX expression, we have data visualization. So yeah, my own job is just to introduce us to what Power BI. Now, I think to some extent I've done it, but what I really want to do now is a bit introduce us to the interface, right? And that is what we are doing. Now, cancel this, just cancel this, cancel that email aspect. Yes, cancel it. Exactly. So thank you very much. Now, like I'm saying, when you go to this left-hand part, are you with me now, please?
Yes, sir. We
Yes,
sir.
Now we have the 4 view here. We have what we call report view, right? We have the second one to be what our table view. We have the third one to be our what model view, and we have the last one to be our DAX expression. And like I said on our report view, that is, you can see it. If you are familiar with, I think we're also familiar with Excel. We have used Excel. We have done some stuff on Excel, some project on Excel, right? So if you are familiar with all this, you see CorelDRAW, maybe artists, there's something they call canvas, and that is where they will put their design. That is exactly also something applicable here to Power BI. Then when you see everything at the center, where we have add data to your reports, right? Can you see it, please?
Yes, we can.
You see that?
Yes,
So
sir. Yes,
when we
sir.
see add data to your reports, once loaded, all those stuff, you have Excel file, you have Excel logo, you have SQL logo, and all those. That is what we call our canvas.
And that is exactly where, please don't click anything. That is exactly where everything we have created, our reports will be. And if you look down here, you will see we have something like landscape logo. You have phone logo too. Then after that, no, down, yes, that's landscape. We have phone. If you click on that particular phone, it will show you how, if you sent your link to somebody that has a Power BI mobile, how images that you have created on your Power BI desktop, how it will look like on the person's phone. That's what it's showing you now. You can see. Please click on this X, that X, or close it. Yes. You can see this is how it will look like when you send it to that person. And this is how the landscape will look like. So now when you go to the right, move to the right here, now you see what we see page 1. Page 1. On that page 1, this is telling us that, okay, we have 1 page. That means if I want to create a report, I will have a 1-page report. So if I go to that plus sign and I click on it, that means I want to add another page. And you can see that's exactly what happens. If you can add any pages you want. It's okay, please. So now you can create any report on any of these pages, right? There's also a way that in all these pages that you created, you can, let's say for instance, you have created a report on maybe page 1, and you can rename it. If you right click on page 1, you can rename. That's rename. Rename it to what? Rename it to home page. Let's see. Delete what is there and type home page. Home page. Yeah, click enter. So can we see that's home page? You can also duplicate this particular page if you right click on it. If you right click on home page, you can duplicate it. What does that mean is, let's say for instance, I've arranged some charts on home page, and maybe all those charts I've arranged, maybe I need a replicate of it. All right, I need a replicate of it on the second page I want to create, and I don't want to go through the route of maybe creating new page. I'll be creating new visuals, right? I can duplicate that particular page, and when I duplicate it, I can now go ahead to go and delete maybe the ones I don't need. So, are you tracking with me, please? Now, that's about that. Now let's go to this right-hand part where we have visualization. The right-hand side where we have visualization. No. The right-hand side. Look to the right. Where we have visualization,
right,
where we have some visuals.
Series of charts. Yes.
Series of charts, exactly. No.
Just come to the right. Charts. Because of the light. No. Not the edge now. Bros, come to the right like this.
Side.
Right, pata.
Side.
Your right of the hand.
Exactly. So yeah. Now, if you notice, everything we have here, we call them panes. To the left, we have views. You have report view, you have your table view, your model view, you have your DAX view. Then to the right, you have panes. You have your data panes. Come to this where you have data, the first one. So yes, exactly. This is data pane. On this data pane, that is where any data sets that you import into what Power BI, this is where they will domicile. This is where they will stay. This is where you'll see them. What we call data set is what? It can be a table. If it's a table will have what? Column and row, right? You will see it. If it's a table will have what? What we mean by a field. If you say column is also the same thing as field. We should know that from Excel too. So you have your field, you have each row, which is each transaction in that table. Everything will be here. You will see it. So what we'll try and do, try one now. Then after data pane, you have what we call visualization pane. And that is where we'll see all the charts. You have different charts. Right? You have is over on some of the charts. Let's see the name. You have your cluster view, yes, cluster bar chart. You have your cluster column chart, right? You have your bar chart, the stack one. You have different one. You have your This is the combo. We have donut charts, we have pie charts, we have tree map. Yeah, we have our funnel, we have our map, a lot, we have cards. So different one. We'll get to use all these when we are visualizing. So
Ó ti
we just
connect
try
padà
to.
bọ̀ ó ń break. Tí screen kankan tá ń rí mọ́.
Yeah. Those are so when you hover on all those charts, you will see the name. You will see the name, and those are some of the things you should also try and do personally. You can go online, go to YouTube, go to Google, try and know, okay, you want to know how the best way to use bar charts, you will see it. The way to use what card, you will see. Maybe how to use funnel charts, you will see it. For people that study statistics here, maybe should be familiar with all this, or maybe you are a STEM graduate or student, yeah, people that are science courses. So we should be a bit familiar with all this a bit. So now there's also another one. We have filter pins. If you come to this filter now, you expand it. We have filter pins. Let's say, for instance, I have a chart, like a bar chart. And maybe, for instance, I want to show on the bar chart, I want to show products. Let's say product by revenue. I want to see how much is generated from each product. And maybe all these products, like we have like 30 products, but I don't want to see all the 30. I want to see like first 10, first 20. I want to see the below 10s. So I can filter them here. But we'll get to visualization. Some of my bosses will take us through all this. So that's all about, well, a lot of pins. And you can also try and do what adds to your pin. When you go to, I think yeah, on the view, is it on the view? You have, there are more than this, right? There are more than this. Depends. We have, if you're bookmark, you have bookmark pin, we have selection pin, there are a lot. You'll see them. You can see bookmark pin, selection is there. Now, let's come back to the canvas that I said. Now, on the canvas, if you come to this, you will see this green color where you have get data. No. Get data from another source. Down, now, no. On the canvas, down, below this.
Below this for something.
Yes. Don't click on it. So if you see get data from what? From another source. If I click on it, don't click on it, please. If let's say I want to get the data into Power BI, I can go through this route. I can click on it to connect into my PC to either get maybe data sets on premises. What we mean by on premises, I think I'll be a bit explaining it. On premises is a storage term. On premises means the data sets that are stored on local. Local means it might be your laptop, right? That's on the local. But those connectors that you will use to connect to that particular store. So either Excel, either it is in your Access, either it's a PDF file, or maybe a text file, all those stuff, CSV file you get. So we'll get to see. Then I can also come to this upper part where I can see that image of get data. Go to that, yes, that of get data. There's an arrow that is facing down. If I click on that arrow, the same thing that I will see from it. Now click on the arrow, let's see. No, yes, that's the arrow. Now, this arrow is showing me some of the connector that I can use to connect to my database. Like I explained when I was talking about when I was introducing us to what Power BI is, right? I said Power BI is what? A collection of services, software, right? Application and connectors. So these are examples of the connector that I was talking about. It could be Excel workbook, it could be Power BI semantic model, it could be all this. But come and click on this more. Click on more. Click on more here, yes. So when you have more now, you can see I have files. If it is file, click on file. File. Yeah, when I click on file, I will see different connectors that are under files, and these are the connectors. I have text on the /CSV, I have XML, I have JSON. We know JSON, right? I have folder, I have PDF. Yes. If I have PDF documents, I can also import it into my Power BI. Then click on database. You have different, these are the different database. It could be SQL Server base, right? It could be any. We have IBM is there, IBM DB2 database. Oracle is there, right? MySQL is there, PostgreSQL is there, different database that I can connect to. Then go to Microsoft Fabrics. There's also, I don't know if you're familiar with that term, Microsoft Fabric. It's also a tool by Microsoft.
I'm
So
hearing
we have,
it for the first time, sir.
oh, you can do your understudy. We have Fabrics, Microsoft Fabrics. Like people are into it a lot. Power
I
Platform
think
is also there.
I think it's new.
Yeah, it's new. Yeah, it's new.
Yeah.
It's new. Not think it's new, but I think was it last year or last 2 years? I'm not sure. People are familiar with it now. So there are a lot of people who are using it. A lot of senior analysts that are into it. Yeah, we're also learning it too. So now the second one, click on. Okay. Now you have Power Platform. We have a lot. Power Platform is there. Power Automate, all those stuff. We have Azure Database Studio is there. So different. You can see them. These are the what database we want to connect to. But now let us try and see how we can do this. How we practicalize this. Now let's go back to Hall. Go back to Hall, and now we can click on Excel workbook. If I click on Excel workbook and I click connect, or you double click on that Excel workbook, or maybe when you click it, you come and connect. Now, what we notice is when I click connect, Power BI will come directly to my, my PC, and it will look for anywhere you can see Excel document. But let's say, for instance, this is not the document we want to connect to. Let's say I have an Excel document somewhere. That means I have to search for that particular place, that particular folder it is, whether it is on my, my desktop or my local, anywhere. Maybe I click on desktop, I'm looking for it, I'll click on the folder where it is. Yes, now until I get it. But now let's say, for instance, these that Power BI is giving us is what we want to connect to. Now click on that particular data set. No, you have not clicked on it. Yes, click on it. Exactly. You make it active. Then you now open it. Now let's wait for it. Now when I open it, another interface will open. Different from this. Different from our Power BI that we're seeing. Yes, now. I want somebody to tell us these that are shown, not the owner of the, the laptop, Mr. Oluwole Kolawole, right? Not you, somebody else should tell us, what does this mean? This we are seeing, we see customer 1, daily transaction, product 2, customer 2, customers daily product. What does all this mean? Right? Is that what? They are tables, right? Okay.
They are sheets
tables
on the Excel file.
On the what?
The Excel file you open, the sheets on the Excel file. I think these are the sheets there. You know the sheets.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Exactly. Exactly. So that's exactly what I want us to. Now, because we're familiar with Excel, that's why we can see this. Let's say, for instance, this is another connector type, or maybe another storage type that we're not familiar with. You might be thinking through that, yeah, what's this? But as an analyst, you should also be ready towards like go extra mile to know more. If something is happening, there are a lot of AI tools now, right? Something pop up, you don't know the meaning of that. Yeah, something is, you see something and you don't know the meaning. The first thing is think about how to solve that particular thing. Okay, take that particular maybe error prompt or something, take it directly, take it to Google, put it on Google, what's this? Google will tell you, or maybe they will take it to AI too. You can take it towards ChatGPT, put it there. What does this means? I think maybe in computer they call it troubleshooting. You go different way, go different track, take different routes, and you get to understand what it means. Now, these are sheets on our Excel file, right? Now, what I need to do is I need to make it active. the ones, and this is also a way of optimizing your Power BI. Now, don't ever take, or maybe the sheet that you will not be needing. There's no point in you activating it and taking it to your Power BI. Let's say, for instance, here, I will only be needing customer 1 and product 2. I'll need to make it active, customer 2. And when I make those 2 active, you can see there's a place for preview. It will show you how the sheets look like. You can preview it, right? So now I'm okay with these 2. I'll just go to what?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Is there available data, maybe in any form that we can use? So all of us.
Okay. Yes. All right. There are. I think.
If you can share with us, so all of us
Yeah.
can
Sure. But presently now my laptop is down, so I'm using my phone, right? But maybe on the group chat, I'm sure boss will do that. Yes, I'm sure. And again, there's also a way we can get a data set from Power BI directly. Yes, I'll show us that. Now, if I am sure that this data set I'm importing into Power BI, if I'm sure that it's clean, is well cleaned, I don't need to click on transform data again. I would rather click on load data. But because I know this data might not be clean, I will just click on what? Transform data. So click on transform data. Let's see what happens. So when I click on that, another interface different from Power BI, which is part of Power BI, will open up. And that is what we call Power Query Editor. You can see it at the top. But because this our Power BI file is not saved, that's why we have untitled Power Query Editor. It's not saved. Like admin, we have saved this document. The name we will use to save it to be at the top. Then after we see Power Query Editor. Now, one of my bosses is coming tomorrow to take us what we mean by Power Query Editor. Because in Power Query Editor, we use Power Query Editor to do data transformation, a lot of data cleaning. All this tab at the top, we have the home tab, the transform tab, the add column, the view to the tool, and the help, and some of the command button, the ribbons. We can see it. You can see maybe under this home tab, you have new source, recent source, enter data. All these are what tomorrow, by God's grace, one of my boss will come and take us through. But I'm just here to just introduce us to Power BI. So now, this is how we get data into Power BI. And let's say, for instance, right? For instance, I'm done cleaning this data. I've removed some inconsistency. I've removed some error. I've a bit cleaned, and now it's ready for analysis, right? The next thing I will do is go to don't click at that. I'll just go to this under home tab here on the Power Query Editor. I'll just go to where we have close and apply. There's a small arrow there. Small arrow underneath. Click on that small arrow. Click on that small arrow. Yes, you have these 3. Is either you are closing and apply or you are applying. If you apply, it will only apply all the cleaning that you have done. It will not close this interface. And if you close alone, it will only close. It will not apply all the transformation things you have done, all the modeling, because we also do some data. We also do data modeling here on this editor, Power Query Editor. One of my boss will come and take us through data modeling. So now I'm done cleaning it. What I will do is I'll just need to click on close and apply, but don't click it this. So when I close and apply, it will just close this particular Power Query Editor and apply all the transformation or all the processing we have carried out here. It will apply it on this data set and it will take it to Power BI direct. And please, before we go, I want somebody to tell us if I close and apply all this, where will my data sets, where will it be on our Power BI? I think I've explained that earlier. Where will it be? Under what pane will it be?
Under table view.
Yeah?
Under table view.
Table view. Yes, okay. Yes, we can see it on table view. That's one. But I said pin.
Power desktop. Power BI desktop.
Data
No,
pin.
yeah. Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you
data
very much.
set.
Thank you very much. It will be under our data pane. Then if you also want to view it, we can view it under our table view or our data view. I think we get our point. So now please, I want you to close this particular Power Query. We don't want to close and apply. No, don't close it from here. Close it from this X. Don't close it from that part. Close it from the X. I think we have seen route we'll take to what? To import data set into Power BI, right? But out of close it now. No, not yes, close it, exit. Yes, yes. No, okay. I don't want to take it to Power BI. Discard. Don't apply changes, discard changes. Discard. Yes, I don't want you to bring it to Power BI. Yes. Now, I want to show us there's a data set on Power BI that we can play with. But that one to some extent it will have been clean. So let's go to this use sample data on the canvas, the last image, use sample. Click on that use sample data. Yeah, load sample data. Now we can see this, right? Hello?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
we
sir.
can
Yes, we
see
can
it.
see it.
All right. So click on yes, activate this this sheet. We have financial sheet, right? Yeah, click on it. Sheet 1 was there. Okay. Click on sheet 2. Click on this financial. No, financial. Click on it. Let's see. I think it's the same thing, right? Uncheck that sheet. No. Check that one.
I think
and
they're almost the same thing, sir.
Yes, uncheck, then check the financial. Yes. So now this one to some extent it would have been cleaned because it's from Power BI, right? But now let me click on this transform data. So where will this take us to, please? Somebody.
Power Query.
Yeah, it will take us to Power Query Editor, right? So here we use most of all these tab. When you click on somebody should, Mr. Akolawole, please click on transform tab. Transform tab at the top. Transform tab. Beside home tab. Yeah, that's transform tab. Then add column tab, view tab, tool tab, help tab. All these are a lot. Yeah, these are a lot. These are most of the things we use. Now come back to the home tab, please. Under this, yeah. Oh, no.
Abdul-Gafar, you are writing on my screen.
Who is right?
You can see you're writing on my screen now. Why? I noted. Why? This is what you did. And you're...
All right. Just go back to the Power Query. No.
The query. Go back to query and click
The
on
query.
home under.
No, go back to your laptop where you have your Power BI. Just over on the Power BI.
Go to that
Power BI.
taskbar. Go to taskbar. I think it's been minimized. Go to taskbar down of your system.
Of your system, or you can also go directly. No. On your laptop, the tab beneath.
You can see the Power BI has been 2. We have Power BI and the query editor. Just go down, place it on it. It's 2.
No. Power BI tab. Power BI. On your tab on the laptop. Okay. No, you know what?
I'm not getting what you're saying.
All right. Don't worry. Click on transform.
Okay.
Transform data.
No. Transform data. You don't see it.
I can't
No.
see it.
Under those home tab, under the home tab, look
Beside
through that
recent sources.
get data, look
Okay.
through them. No, don't click on that place. Oh yeah, move to the right. Move to the right. Yes, move. Then to transform data, click on it. Click on transform data.
This one.
Yeah, click on that to take us back to. Yeah. So this is it. This is where we are, right? So now this data has been cleaned, but if it has not been cleaned, we can do a lot of cleaning here. Now, part of what we do in data transformation is what? We clean our data sets, we make it ready for analysis. Now we can deal with inconsistency, you can deal with you changing the data type. We know what it means by data type, right? We are familiar with it from Excel. You have each column or each field have different data types. It could be text, it could be integer, it could be numeric, right? It could be
alphanumeric.
dates. Yeah, it could be date data type, it could be date, a short date, it could be long date, right? It could be different. There are a lot of data type, right? Now, those are part of what we do with what's under data transformation. You could check your column to see if there are error. If there are error, there's a way we deal with error in Power BI. You could also check for inconsistency. There's a way we deal with that. So tomorrow, by God's grace, one of my bosses is coming to take us that. So now, let's say this data set is clean and I don't have to transform it any further. Go back to home tab here. No, not on Power BI, on Power BI. So click on that small arrow. Yes, click on it. Then you click on close and apply. Close and apply. So it will close this particular Power Query editor. Have you clicked on it?
Yes, I have.
I don't think so. Yes.
No.
Now it will take us directly to Power BI. And on Power BI, you can see you have something at the top, right? It's still loading, So I want us to notice the changes now. So we are seeing it, right? 700 row loaded, right? What are the changes? What changes do we notice? Hello, somebody please.
Is the home page has changed as if we are having data
on the canvas, right?
Data ready to work on. Yes, on the canvas.
That's the canvas. On the canvas, it's changed because you have bring some data into Power BI and it changed. It's now telling you that yes, you are on report view and now you want to start creating your report. That's what this means. You see, build visual with your data. You can see that, right? And now you can come to this right-hand part, the pane side. The data panes, right. Or is it left at your own part? No. The other side.
Okay.
Yes, you have data panes. No, expand that. Expand the data panes. Yes, we have data panes. And on the data pane, this is where our data set will be. Then expand that data set. You can see these are all the rows, all the fields that are on that particular data set. You have our sheet, we have the columns. You have our sales column, we have sales field, we have COGS column, country column, date column, all these things, right? And now, when you come back to this part, come back to the view part, the left part, the view, yes. The first one is our report view, right? And if you build any report, we create any report, this is where it will be. Now go to the table view for us to see the changes. Table view, click on it. Now, please, what can we see? Hello?
Yeah, we have the
data set.
Exactly, we have our data sets now.
In a table format.
Exactly. So these are all the
data set that we have, the tables, I mean the column that we have in the table of the data set that we have, right? So we have different columns. We have the segment, we have the country, we have the product column, we have the discount brand, right? So all these are what we call fields. The column is the same thing as field. The column is the same thing as field. And if you go to model view, if you click on model view, you will see that this one, it only shows one table, and that is because the data set we import into Power BI is only what's it called, with a table. It's only a table. At it being we import 2 or 3 sheets, that's 2 tables or 3 tables, right? Here we will see all the tables here, but they might or may be linked together, and that is what we call data modeling, right? That the tables are connected together with a unique identifier or maybe with our IDs. Then we'll get to know a lot about this when we get to data modeling. So when you click on the third view, which is the DAX expression, if you click on that, you will get to see any DAX expression you have written will be shown here. But yes, I'm just a bit introducing us to. So let's go back to the port view and let's try and see if we can show ourselves something. All right. So what's the time? I think this is 11:46, so we should be rounding up a bit and maybe take 1 or 2, 3 questions, please.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm with you.
On my own, kind of, because maybe it's old something 2023. I only have access to the first 3 views. I don't have access to the last one. It's not appearing on my own at my own left side. Is there any other way
that means
I can access it?
Yes, the thing
Maybe
is,
through
I
the
think.
menu or tab something.
All right. I think you maybe you were the one that said your Power BI is 2023, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's the reason why. Because in 2023, the last feature was not added, and that is one of my own reason of saying you installing your Power BI from Microsoft Store is one of the best, because it updates it automatically when you are connected. If there's any update, because I think.
Please assist us with the link. Maybe after the class, you can assist us in the group chat.
All right. So I think maybe the last week of the month, that is when I think Microsoft. That is when they do maybe how do I put this? Like there's a way they maybe show the public, like they tell the public what they have done in terms of maybe updating, maybe adding a new visual or a new chart or anything they've done. And recently, if you're also familiar with what's it called, you also follow the trend. You can see maybe on Facebook, maybe on LinkedIn, there's what we call this dark mode and light mode stuff. That is one of the updates that Power BI did. I think that was September. I think that was September update. I think. Then yes, okay. I think let me also do something. Let me also take us through something. Come to this help part. Click on help. Click on help, and on the help, there are a lot that we can also explore at our hand. When you come to this guided learning, if you click on this guided learning, this part, if you are cool at reading documents, if you are connected and you click on this guided learning, you will see a lot of information about Power BI, a lot of learning, introduction to Power BI, a lot. If you click on this, when you are connected, you will see it. Even I'm connected with my laptop, I will show us. Then the second one, the training video. If you also click on training video, you also see a lot of videos about Power BI. Then the third one, the documentation aspect. If you click on it and you are connected, you will see a lot of documentation, a lot of a lot of write-up about Power BI. Maybe you come across any challenge on Power BI, you can see it there. There also has support. There's support. Yes. There's also Power BI blog. There's Power BI community, right? And in this Power BI community, right? In this Power BI community or maybe Power BI blog, that is where it will take you to the YouTube channel, Power BI YouTube. So on Power BI YouTube, every month, Power BI used to release the video about the update they have done to Power BI, right? You see the video there. If you go there, you see the update about October. You see update about the September, because I think every month they used to add 1 or 2 things to Power BI. So you will see there, you see the video that will be explaining what they have had. Then you also can explore it. You can watch the video and you explore what they have shown on the video. So those are things that we can do at our hand on Power BI. So we can do it at our hand to explore the potential of Power BI. So now maybe we should try before I take 1 or 2 questions. I think this is all time has gone. Okay, yeah, let's leave that to my bosses that will come later. So later we'll do a lot of data transformation where we'll be cleaning our data sets. Then we'll also do a lot of data modeling where we will be shown how we can take a denormalized table into normalized table, where we can get our dimension table out of the denormalized table. We'll get our fact table, we'll get our dimension table. There will also be taught how to link those tables together through the unique identifier. We'll also see it. Then they will take us through that. That's data analysis expression. Then we'll go through also data visualization, where we'll create our where we will build visuals. We'll create our reports, the visuals, then we're well arranged, whether 2-page, 3-page, all those stuff. Then the aspect of data storytelling is also there. So I think maybe even my phone will off. Like I'm on 5%, I think. So maybe one or two questions if you have, please.
Please, who has questions to ask? Kindly go ahead and ask now, please, before his phone goes off.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Adepoju.
All right, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, thank you very much for today's event. My question, sir, is we are taught how to use a data visualization device last week.
Luckily, please let us move our
We can't hear you.
Hello.
Hello. Can you
He's
hear me now?
I've muted him. He's muted.
Oh yeah, all right. I'm with you now, please.
Okay, sir. I said last Sunday we are pushed to how to use GG Plus for visualization too. And now today you are taking us through another kind of visualization app, which is the Power BI. And
Power BI, yes.
to me, from what I've learned today, I think Power BI seems to be more simple to follow and easy to understand. No, my question is now, which one is as in learning GG Plus or using Power BI? What is your take on it? Which one should one go for? Or what are the advantages and disadvantages between the two?
Advantage, right? Oh, yes. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, yeah. From my own point of view, knowledge, right? I won't, how do I put it? Like, I won't tell you this is best or maybe this, you can go for this, but there are a lot of visualization, visualization software out there. What's it called? We have Tableau. Tableau is there, right? There's how do I put it? Is it Google Locker is there? A lot, you see. But the point is, yes, I have a problem I want to solve. Yes, how will I solve this problem? Now it's now depend on you, or maybe if the person that has to solve that problem is telling you use this particular visualization tool. But I think to some extent, because although one has advantage over one, things like that. But it depends on how you can use it, like how proficient are you with the tools. The way somebody can use Excel to visualize, you see somebody that uses Excel and visualize, and another person use Power BI. You might even fall for maybe the person that uses Excel. Why? Because that person that uses Excel might have maybe know the nitty-gritty, know how you can put Korea, you can put pepper, put everything on Excel to make it look cool. You get. So it depends on how you use it. It can depend on your proficient level. You get. But there are some advantage over people that are using Tableau might say Power BI is easy or something. People that use Power BI might say, wow, Power BI is very hard. You get. But in Power BI, there is also a lot of tools. In Power BI now, when you enter data modeling, you see that wow. So Power BI is not this what's it called? This drag and drop aspect. But you see that drag and drop, right? But when you enter data modeling, or you enter DAX expression, or maybe you enter what we call M language in Power Query, you will get to know all those things. So, but from me, what I would say is learn what's it called? Take maybe a visualization tool you want or you like, take it, learn it and learn it well. So that when somebody is asking you to, yes, come and use this, you will be proficient at using it and you will explore the potential of that particular tool very well. So everybody was still learning, everybody is still learning, even the senior, the people that are years at the top, they are still learning the Power BI. And for me, I just told us that Power BI releases updates every month for you to know. So even if you know Power BI to the full this month, next month now, something will still be released that you also still need to learn. So a lot will keep learning. So that'll be my take.
Hello, sir.
Thank
Hello,
you.
sir.
Yeah, welcome. Yes, hello, I'm with you.
Sir, thanks for the presentation, sir. And
right, thank you.
I want to just say something. I don't know the name of the person. Yeah, the person that asked the question. Sorry for the background noise, sir. So I just want to say something that I want to add little. You have said it all. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Even I enjoy your class. I really enjoyed today's presentation. Although I'm busy, I'm in the office now, but at the same time, I enjoy your presentation. May God be with you and every one of us, sir. So it's just like there's this something they used to say in programming. Sorry, sir. Like when you're about to learn, we have series of programming languages. There's one thing at the beginning, they will tell you that when you learn program language, you have options to choose program of your choice, language of your choice. One. Number two, you will be eager to learn new language. So I think that is what is happening. So because we have a lot of we have a lot of code in R than this. Even the woman should know that maybe as time goes on, if you are good in coding, there are 6 ways for coding in Power BI as well. Where you want to create on that, you use code without all this drag and import data. You can write code here to create your table, your column, everything. Maybe they should know. Maybe as time goes on, the woman will also know that in Power BI, it's not like we used to say in Yoruba that all of this, when you start using them, they will now choose the one that, so this, I'm okay with this, let me just go on with this. So I think that is, they are all good. And this Power BI, I really like it very well. Thanks for the presentation. I mean, God will.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like, yes.
Good morning, sir.
Yes. If fact, when you work on Power Query Editor, it might look straightforward at the beginning, but when you enter M language, there's some of our senior now that can write M language even without doing drag and drop, without clicking. They will write M language, and M language will do more than what the person that is clicking this will do. You have DAX expression too. You write a lot of DAX expression that even sometimes when you write the DAX expression, you might think you are writing a code. So a lot. We have a lot to explore. We have a lot to learn. So let's just, as it comes, let's do our own personal check. Let's learn it and learn it well. So thank you.
Sir.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning.
Can I stop sharing, please?
Oh, I think, yeah, you can stop sharing. So please, if you can't hear me, I think my phone is not there. So I want to appreciate every one of us that have come to this, that is on the call. So thank you very much. So I'm sure tomorrow we'll still get to know a lot about Power BI. So thank you very much for this time.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to drop the link where we can download the BI app, more especially the current one.
I'm
Thank you
also.
once
Hello,
again,
sir.
sir. Okay, somebody's talking.
Hello, sir.
Mr. Mojid Akinshola Fasoya, is
Yes,
that you?
I thank you, sir, for putting us through. My only question is how to install for 32 bytes. My laptop is 32 bytes. I've been having issue over a long period of time to install it. So by the time I installed it, I couldn't load it. It was just there. So I've been having issue with that. Please, help me. Can you put me through how I can install for 32 bytes?
Hello, Mr.
Hello,
Adepoju, are you there, sir?
I don't think so, but please, sir, that it means
Is
installation for 32 bits, or is it Power BI, or
No,
you are
my
saying
system is 32 bits.
I know. What are you trying to install?
Power
Is
BI.
it Power BI? Yeah. So to my own this thing is this, because when we look at all these again having access to all these new applications, my kind of advice, if you don't want this particular issue to continue to reoccurring, so you can upgrade your operating system. Although they have 32-bit application too, we have application that shoots 32-bit operating system as well. But if you can upgrade your operating system to 64, I think that would be okay, because we have a lot of 64-bit application now. Instead of you to be looking for 32 for your system, and maybe you can partition your hard drive. You have 32 bits one side and you install 64 bits in another side. Yeah, that's my own kind of advice. Although if you go online, you can search for 32 bits Power BI. Although it's trying to give us some link in the group chat now once you charge his phone. So through that link, you can ask that. Maybe when you get to that link, the link can give us options. So if you are using Unix, if you are using all these Windows, you can use that. If you are using 32, 64 and the like. So let's just wait for him. When you upload the link, we'll ask more questions from there.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much,
welcome.
Mr. Adetono. Thank you so much, sir.
You're
Well, I
welcome.
think Mr. Adepoju had left the meeting. I think he has left the meeting. So
Yes.
we may have to end the session now. I tried getting across to Mr. Olariwaju, but I think he's having issues with his phone too, because the
Because
messages.
even this time, the issue of power supply in Nigeria, the issue of power supply in
Mhm.
Nigeria now is alarming.
It's pathetic. It's pathetic.
Right.
Everyone is just trying to look for alternatives. We can't rely on power supply from
Of course,
any
no.
of
I'm under one
anywhere.
solar system now. I'm on solar now at
Exactly.
one angle.
The same thing with me over here. So I will implore everybody to look for alternatives so we won't miss out on these important courses we are being taught. Thank you to everyone for participating.
You're
You are all
welcome,
appreciated. Thank you so much. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah.